Well, I'm working on the exhaust and the steering on Old Yeller. It had headers and dual exhausts that went outside of the frame, and I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put stock style exhaust manifolds and bring the exhaust back inside the frame. And in doing that, it got the steering linkage in the way of the exhaust manifold, so I had to do some customized linkage to go around the exhaust manifolds. So I'll show you what I've been up to. Well, I don't really like the exhaust system that they put. They have these headers that go on the outside of the frame. Looks like they bent this out so that it clears it. And I don't know if that's rust because of the heat or that they heated it to bang it out. I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But this is just a very vulnerable area right here, right when you're going to be rock sliding and stuff. So I don't exactly have a plan for the exhaust right now, but I know I don't like this one and I'm going to take it out for now. I could always put it back in, but for now I'm just going to get it out of the way. Okay, I've got my manifold up in here. The problem is it was hitting where the steering was. So I've cut it loose and I moved it out. Now on this end, I'm gonna have to put another set of joints to move it back, but I think I might change this box out while I'm here. Well, it has an old Gemmer steering box, which seemed to work really well. And it's a nice size, fits inside the frame. So I think I'm gonna just try to clean this up, and it was full of grease or gear oil. So at the very minimum, I think I'm gonna clean it up and put new seals on it, but I think I'll take it apart and see if I can see anything obvious that's not functioning. So this came with it's called a Gemmer steering box. And so I'm gonna just use the same steering box. It was a nice little setup. And I had this rebuilt. A friend of mine rebuilt this for me. And I have to put in the linkage a little bit different than it was before, because I moved to the, I put in the exhaust manifolds instead of the exhaust headers. So that the old steering line was going right through where the header would be, or where the exhaust manifold. So there's a lot going on in this area. I've got the exhaust, I've got my hydraulic clutch, I've got the steering. So it's kind of getting crowded in this area, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, I got that mounted in there. Now I need to run some linkage through here to where the steering column comes down. Well, I got my first U-joint on the end of the steering column. It looks like everything clears. I'm going to wait to put those set nuts down until I get everything in place, but that's the first U-joint. Well, I had to make the steering go around the exhaust, but it seems to be working okay. So I made this piece just long enough that it catches the two bolts that it needs to press against. Yet it's short enough where if I loosen these two bolts, I could slide that shaft all the way this direction, and then it'll fall out of this joint so that I can take this all apart if I need to, because I welded these in place.